Right now, you can send requests to a trillion-parameter reasoning model and pay nothing. Not a trial, not a watered-down version, the same DeepSeek V4 Pro that companies are paying real money to run in production. I have it connected right now, answering a coding question in real time, and the bill is zero. This works because of one company that has nothing to do with DeepSeek. NVIDIA wants developers building on its infrastructure, so it hosts a catalog of frontier models and lets you call them through its own API for free while you're prototyping. DeepSeek V4 Pro and V4 Flash both landed in that catalog, and the access hasn't been pulled yet. Before we go further, like this video, drop a comment with the model you want tested next, and subscribe so you don't miss it if this access disappears. Let's get you connected. Go to build.nvidia.com and search for DeepSeek in the model catalog. You'll see two separate listings. V4 Pro is the flagship, a mixture of expert system with somewhere around 1.6 trillion total parameters, but only about 49 billion of those active per request, which is why it's fast enough to use interactively despite the size. V4 Flash is the leaner sibling, roughly 284 billion total parameters, with about 13 billion active, built for high throughput rather than maximum depth. Open either model page. You'll get a warning that this is a third-party model hosted on NVIDIA's infrastructure. Read it, accept it, and continue. On that page, you'll find an API key generator. Click Generate, and NVIDIA gives you a key tied to the NVIDIA developer program, not to DeepSeek at all. This is the part almost every guide gets wrong, so pay attention. On DeepSeek's own platform, the models are called DeepSeek V4 Pro and DeepSeek V4 Flash. On NVIDIA's endpoint, you have to add the prefix DeepSeek AI / in front of the model name, or your request fails to find the model, even though your key is valid. So the correct model string on NIM is DeepSeek AI / DeepSeek V4 Pro, and the same pattern for Flash. Once you have that key, the endpoint is OpenAI compatible, meaning you point your existing tools at NVIDIA's base URL, swap in your NIM key, use the prefix model name, and everything else in your code stays exactly the same. That's it. Cursor, a custom script, a LangChain pipeline, anything that already speaks the OpenAI chat completions format will work here without rewriting your integration. Now here's where people lose access without realizing why, and this is the mistake you need to avoid. A lot of guides right now are telling you to call DeepSeek / DeepSeek V4 Flash :free on OpenRouter, treating it as a second free route. That listing exists in OpenRouter's catalog, and it looks completely alive. The problem is there's no provider actually serving requests behind it anymore. When you call it, you don't get a clean model not found error that tells you something's wrong. You get a silent failure or a generic no provider response. And if your code doesn't handle that specific case, it looks like your own script is broken when the model access was dead from the start. If you see that :free tag on OpenRouter for V4 Flash, don't build around it. Use the NVIDIA route instead, because that one is actually backed by working infrastructure right now. There's a second legitimate path worth knowing, separate from NVIDIA entirely. DeepSeek's own platform gives every new account a one-time 5 million token grant the moment you sign up, no credit card required. That's usable across their models through their native API, so you can test V4 Pro and V4 Flash directly from DeepSeek before you ever touch NVIDIA. Once that grant runs out, pricing on DeepSeek's own API is genuinely cheap, even without being free. V4 Flash sits around 14 cents per million input tokens and 28 cents per million output tokens, while V4 Pro runs about 43 cents input and 87 cents output.
So the strategy that actually stretches your usage the furthest is stacking both free entry points. Burn through your 5 million token grant on DeepSeek's native platform for quick native API testing, and run your sustained development work through the NVIDIA NIM endpoint, since that access isn't metered against a token bucket the same way. And if you just want to talk to the model without touching any API at all, chat.deepseek.com is free to use after creating an account, with no query limit. Inside that interface, there's a mode toggle, where instant mode routes you to something in the Flash family, and expert mode routes you to something closer to Pro, with a separate deep think toggle layered on top for extended reasoning on hard problems. That mapping isn't officially documented by DeepSeek, so treat it as a strong pattern rather than a guarantee, and confirm which mode you're actually in before you rely on getting Pro-level output for something important. Here's the part most people skip, and it's the difference between this working for a week versus working for months. NVIDIA explicitly frames this NIM access as free for prototyping and development, not as a permanent production backend. That means rate limits exist, and they can tighten without much warning. Don't wire this into anything customer-facing or revenue-generating and assume it stays free forever. Treat it exactly like what it is, a genuinely generous testing ground. And if a project graduates into something real, budget for the paid tier at that point instead of getting blindsided. I test new AI deals every week. If a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. One more thing worth knowing before you go build with this. Because V4 Pro only activates a small fraction of its total parameters per request, you can get flagship-level reasoning depth at response speeds that feel closer to a much smaller model. So don't assume you need to default to Flash just because Pro sounds heavier. Try Pro first on anything that actually requires reasoning, and only drop to Flash once you've confirmed Flash's shallower pass is enough for that specific task. That one swap alone will change which model you reach for by default. In the next video, I'm testing whether this same NVIDIA Access route works for the other frontier models that have shown up in that catalog, and showing you exactly which ones are still live versus which ones are already dead listings like the one we just avoided.